Welcome to Crypto College. We will show you how to set up stop loss and take profits. As a beginner, you should always make this a priority that you should never ever open a position without having stop loss there. A lot of people make that mistake for whatever reason. Either they don't understand the purpose of stop loss, or they do not like losing money when a stop loss hits. It costs you that percentage. Let's say you set it up at 10% or 20% and you're trading with $100. So what happens is when it hit 20%, it costs you that 20%. So you only have 80% in the account. Maybe for that reason they don't use stop loss, but the opposite side of that is very dangerous. You might be doing a short and you can have a huge spike. You could have a long, prices just go up and it would just liquidate your account within a second. I used to make that mistake in my early days when I started trading, and my entries weren't perfect. This is the reason I did not like to use stop loss, because I thought it's going to go down. I'm taking a long, it's going to go down. It will hit my stop loss and I will lose that money. So I'll give it room to breathe. Room to breathe is okay when you become experienced and you understand where the trade is headed. But you still need to have a stop loss. You could give it a little bit of room to breathe, but you should still have it at 40%, 50%, whatever you're comfortable with losing. You don't want to have really tight at 5% or 6%, because you will keep hitting that. Usually with a trade, it wiggles a bit before it goes your direction. We all know that. That's common in trading. So that's why people like to give it a little bit room to breathe. That is okay, but stop loss is a must. Okay, let's go into it and see what we can do here. So let's look at AVAX, right? Let's look at AVAX and let me see where the 15 minute is headed. Okay, let me see where the 3 minute is headed. Okay, and by that I can see that it's still going down. So I'm just going to use an example because the 1 minute's going to go down and hopefully bounce from that. And let me see, 4 hour. Okay. All right. So now let's go to I use MEXC Exchange, so I will use the MEXC panel. And instead of BTC, I will choose AVAX USDT perpetual. Okay. So now it is showing me the chart for AVAX, right? Now, let's say we want to take a trade. So just for the purpose of explaining, use stop loss and take profit. I'm not going to consider the direction of the trade or try to look into all that. I want to keep the video short, less than 10 minutes. So just so you guys understand how we do this. Now, when you come to this panel, you see this MEXC panel. Here you have limit, you have market, and you have trigger. So limit is when you click on limit, then you have to choose a price that you're comfortable with opening your position, right? Limit doesn't cost anything or very small fee, but market is expensive. Market is expensive because it will immediately open your position. Limit, someone has to be able to sell or accept to sell at the price that you're buying at. Let's say I choose, for example, I'll go with latest. I'll go 42.641. Someone has to sell at that price. So it might take a while before my position's open. But when I go market, it will just go out and fetch the market price. So it'll be open right away. So for the sake of this video, we will do market. Let me look at my 3 minute. 3 minute is headed down. 1 minute is down. So we'll see if it's going to bounce or not. Okay. So let's go in here and I'm going to show you with 25% off $1.4 that's available, right? Now I can click open long and long will open up, but that's not how you should do this. Make sure you go on here you click this, and when this opens up, you should, on here, it should say ROE. Again, ROE. So you can go in percentage. So profit, for example, I want to take 100% profit, right? All right, I'm going to change my leverage. For the sake of this video, I'm going to go in 50x. I was trading at 149x. I think it was BTC that I was trading. All right, so here we are at about, so instead of typing anything here, instead of writing anything here, I just used a slider, which is a lot easier and a lot better. Just go on the slider and move it. So whatever money you have in the account, it will give you a percentage of that. For example, 25% of $1.5 is what I'm opening my position with. And here I clicked long, and this box to open up. If you don't click that, if you click open long, it will open up a position, but you don't have take profit NSL setup. Then you have to go set it up. I recommend that you click on, if you're doing short, you click on short. If you're doing long, you click on long. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to show you long, right? So what do I want for my, I'm going to go with 20%, negative 20%. That will be my stop loss. And I'll show you the minute it hits negative 20, it will close my position right away. For profit, I'm going to go with 100%. Okay? Now, a few things to remember, that I went with market, which is right here. That means it will pick the price itself, right? There is a slight fee for it because it is picking up the market price for you and immediately opening up your position. On here, I went with 100% and my stop loss is 20, right? Now I'm going to click open. It'll give me this confirmation box. I will say yes, confirm, right? Now look at this. My position's open up. Here's my stop loss. When this comes down further down, if it comes further down, it will hit my stop loss and it will take me out of the position. If it keeps going up, it will hit my 100% take profit and my position will be closed. Now, here we are, AVAX, right? We're right now at -4, almost minus 5, -2. So I'm still in the negative, right? I'm not in the positive yet. So I'm comfortable. I can walk away with this. I can go anywhere I want with this because, okay, now it's going into positive. See, it's 8% positive now. So I'm not worried about this because what's going to happen is when it goes down, it will hit -20 and it will close my position. So stop loss is a must to have. Now, let's say, for example, you did not use anything, you did not use this box, right? So, for example, we'll go into something else. Let me see. Let me go into what's going on with Rune. So I can show you that as well. Okay, so 1 hour. Okay, that's pretty much on the top, so it's probably coming down. 30 minutes, it's coming down. 15 minutes, it's already down. 3 minutes, 3 minutes is going up, and 1 minute is guiding it up. Okay, so now let's go on Rune, R-U-N-E. Okay. All right, so it's another coin, Rune. Now, for example, let me try something. Now, again, I'm going to go 25% of whatever the amount that is. I will go with the 50x. This is just for the purpose of demonstration for the video. Instead of clicking this box, let's say I made a mistake and I clicked long, right? All right, so let's go down here. And you see Rune 50x. It opened up my position. But right now, If you look here, right next to add, there's nothing there. So I need to click on this because I need to set my stop loss. Now you see, take profit and stop loss. So now I'm going to go minus 20 and I want to go here 100%, right? Confirm. There you go. Now you can see your stop loss and you can see your take profit. Now I'm safe. It's at 0%. It drops. I don't care. It's dropping. It's at minus 0.84. If it drops further, it will drop up until minus 20, and then it will close my position. Take the loss and close my position. So this is how you set up your stop loss and you take profit. And you should always do this. Always, always do this. It's better to do it from here so you don't have to, because sometimes what happens is you open up your position. By the time you get to the screen, there's a spike or it drops. It's going to liquidate you. It'll take everything that's in your account and just liquidate you. You'll lose everything in your account. So it is not safe to do that. You should always set it up here. One more thing I want to mention is, you see isolated? I always have isolated clicked. Isolated means whatever happens in this account that I have this money allocated 25%, even if it liquidates, it's only going to use that money. It will not use the rest of the money I have in the account because it's isolated. So make sure that you're always on isolated. So, okay, that's pretty much stop loss and take profit. Now, let's say I want to have, partial profit. I set up my profit at 100, but I want to do partial. So what I do is I go here. You see this? Partial profits. I'm going to go 50%. So when it hits 50%, I want to take 50% of my money out. Okay? And for the sake of this, I'll still keep this minus 20, and I keep it all. So I want to take 50% of my money out, for example. Or let's say it's not allowing that because we have a small amount of money in there. So 76% or 75% of my money will be out at 50%. The rest, I will let it go to 100. Confirm. Confirm. Now I have 2 stop losses and 2 take profits. And you can set up more. You can do it right here. But in the beginning, I want to keep it very simple. I don't want to confuse you guys. You can see right here. You can see your take profit, TP. You can see your take profit at 50%. And then you can see your stop losses. Because stop loss is the same, minus 20, minus 20. That's why it's overlapping. You can't see difference. But take profit, we have different levels. So I want to keep it very simple. I want you guys to use stop loss, take profits with all your trades. And in the beginning, keep it very simple. If you can keep it to 1 take profit and 1 stop loss, it'll be easier for you. You won't get confused. As you get more experience and you started trading, doing a lot more trades, then you can go on to 2 take profits. For example, the first one would be 30. And 75% of my money would be out at 30. And then if it goes more, I would let the 25% ride it at 50. But don't be greedy. Don't always go for 100%, depending on how strong your trade is. Otherwise, you should set up, the profit margins which are doable, instead of it going and then reversing and then you're losing money. So might as well just, get into it when it's going up. Now, you notice something? I'm at 9%, 9.229%. So what I'm going to do quickly is go on here and change my stop loss to 0 from minus 20. Why do I do this? In case if it comes down, it will not cost me anything. At least I'll be break even. It's not going to cost. Minus 20, I'd be losing 20%. So if you had $100, you'd be losing $20. Right now it's at 0. So it would just be a minor fee. Now if it goes to 20, 25, then I can move it into positive, like maybe 6%. So at least it will cover some of my fees. That's what we call moving. We move the stop loss. Now if it goes to 50, I'll move my stop loss to 25%. This way, if it comes back, reverses, I'm covered, I still make 25%. Okay guys, I hope this was easy and clear. I will do one more video on stop loss and take profit later on, but this is the basic. So please stick to the basic first, and once you get experience, you can get into more details and furthermore stop losses and take profits in 2 steps or 3 steps. Okay, as always, safe trading.